Hi guys, Brett Colley here from Train with Brett Personal Training Boot Camps and Insanity Classes. Making a driving home video. You probably won't be able to see me okay, but hopefully you can hear me alright. And again, as always, it's not distracting me from driving because I am perfectly concentrating on the road around me. Yeah, it seems like a perfect time to make the video because of the the impending darkness that's about to descend, or has descended. Okay, quick answer to a question I've been asked quite a few times over my career as a personal trainer. Does it matter what time of day I eat dinner? Generally, dinner is regarded to be eaten in the evening. That's why it's called dinner. Serious question. Does it matter what time of day I eat? Am I going to put on weight if I eat in the evenings? Straight answer, no. Doesn't matter. You can eat whatever you like. Literally, doesn't make a difference. What matters most, okay, I'm lying, it does matter a little bit, but I'll explain that in a second. What matters most is what you're eating, more than anything else. And if it suits what you're doing at that time of day. The reason I get asked a lot is because I'm at the gym, late night, doing a class, Insanity class, Nuffield Health, Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. And people say to me, oh Brett, come to the gym late, I go home, I'm always starving, or I'm always not hungry. I know I should eat after workout. I don't think it's good for me eating at 9, 10 o'clock at night when I go to bed at 10:30, 11 o'clock. Okay. Firstly, yeah, all right. If you go home and you eat like a really heavy meal after you're training, or even after you're not training, you go to bed like straight afterwards. Yeah, you're going to be really full, and it's going to sit in your stomach and that kind of thing. So, early stages of digestion, no, it's not ideal to eat just before you go to bed. Because you ain't going to be able to sleep. Most people will say that. They'll eat a heavy meal and they won't be able to sleep, as soon as they get into bed. Likewise, when you wake up in the morning, you don't always want to wake up and eat a really heavy meal first thing because you're just getting started, so I'd recommend a lighter meal. The truth is, dependent on the size of the meal, or taking rather the size of the meal out of it, it's really about eating to suit the activity you've done or going to be doing. But generally speaking, it doesn't matter. An example being, I'm not just using myself as an example, your body is working 24 hours a day to maintain homeostasis, which means you are breathing, pumping blood, moving around, your heart's beating 24 hours a day, hopefully. You're doing everything you need to do, and your body's doing everything it needs to do to keep you alive and well and doing all the processes it needs to do. Most people who ask me are already in fitness regimes, so they're training, they're lifting weights, they're running, doing cardio, whatever, doing classes. As soon as you finish training, you have what's called a metabolic window. And it doesn't just apply to training, but most of the time when people talk about it, they do apply it to training. And it's 30 minutes, a little 30-minute window after you train, and after you wake up in the morning, which is a golden opportunity for you to get some food in you, get some energy in you, to kickstart your metabolism. Now, that sounds like a bit of a cliche, kickstart your metabolism, but it's literally what happens. If you eat the right kind of food, and I'm talking a mixture of protein, fats, and carbohydrates, arguable different percentages of each, and most people will say differently, it depends upon what your goals are, but generally a mixed bag of proteins, carbs, and fats. Eating a decent sized meal in that metabolic window will help to speed up your metabolism, and it's half an hour. So half an hour after you train, you should eat something that has got a good level of protein in it, a small amount of carbs, and a healthy natural level of unsaturated fats. Same thing applies in the morning. Again, dependent on your goals, you want a mixture of protein, fats, and carbs in different quantities, but generally speaking, I would recommend a slightly higher protein intake, slightly lower carbohydrate than what most people recommend to get you through the day. If you're one of those people like I am that craves carbs and is a bit of a carb monster, you may want to have a slightly higher carbohydrate breakfast in the mornings, otherwise you're going to get to 9:30, 10 o'clock and you're going to be sluggish. At the same time, if you're trying to lose weight, you might want to up your protein to maintain your lean weight. But we digress. I digress. Generally speaking, there are no fixed and set rules on when you eat your meals. The general rule of thumb, I would say, is eat within half an hour of waking up, eat within half an hour of finishing training. Other than that, the whole purpose of eating is to get fuel into your body, and you want to try and avoid getting hungry. Hunger is one of those things that I think is massively overlooked when you're trying to lose weight, people kind of skim over it like it's a byproduct that they have to kind of just ignore and forget about. It's not. Hunger is a massively important tool to understand what your body is trying to tell you. Your body doesn't like talk to you and tell you what's going on in a way that we always understand. It sends messages, and we have to interpret those messages in the right way. If your body is telling you you are hungry, it is sending a message, give me food, because I need it for a particular reason. If you ignore that message, you will change something in your body. Now, what you can do is you can start to shut down those hunger receptors and start to ignore them, and you can become accustomed to them and that kind of thing. But generally speaking, if your body is telling you you're hungry, you need to eat something. It's really not good to not eat when your body tells you you're hungry. Also, there are certain other things that happen in the body on a hormonal level, which I'm not going to go into because it's a bit complicated and I haven't got time. But generally speaking, the whole point of eating is to abstain from getting hungry. When you're hungry and you don't eat, your body starts to go into basically a kind of starvation mode where it just like stores anything you give it. So if you're hungry and then you eat something, your body's gonna literally like grab onto anything it can and just store it as fat or glycogen or whatever. And you're gonna basically end up putting on weight. So if you're hungry all the time and then you eat, which you're going to have to do, otherwise you'll die. If you're hungry and then you eat, you're going to add more weight on. So you need to be eating before you get hungry. Otherwise you're going to be putting on weight. And let me guess, a lot of you out there right now are feeling pretty flipping hungry because you're starving yourself because you're trying to lose weight. Yeah. If you want to lose weight, you just need to stop feeling hungry by reducing your portion sizes and eating regularly, not by cutting out food. That's not the way to do it. And that kind of brings us back to the original point of when shall I eat? Well, eat before you know you're going to get hungry. So eat at regular intervals. Most of us eat kind of a general 3 meal a day kind of thing. I would recommend 6 meals a day. Why? Because there are more spread intervals to get you through the day so you don't get hungry. Because eating is about putting fuel in and abstaining from hunger. So I would recommend, generally speaking, your main 3 meals, your big ones that you eat during the day, breakfast, lunch and dinner, and then a snack in between them. So you want a snack between breakfast and lunch, a snack between lunch and dinner, and a snack after dinner to get you through nighttime. Now that evening snack, people are like, oh, I shouldn't snack at night. No, you should. If you know you wake up in the morning really hungry and you binge on a massive sugary, sweet, nut and fruit filled, really healthy cereal that's just full of sugar, yes, eat something late at night before you go to bed. Have a midnight snack. That's absolutely fine. If it means when you wake up in the morning you can handle having a slightly smaller breakfast or a slightly healthier breakfast, then I would actually advise you to have a midnight snack. Set an alarm. Go and eat something healthy-ish. As in, it doesn't have to be like, quinoa and brown rice and steamed couscous, but go and eat something that's going to fill you up. Have banana on toast. Have a bowl of cereal if you must. It's not the ideal thing to eat before you go to bed, just so you know. You want to be getting a little bit more protein in your diet than that. But eat something to abstain from getting hungry. So no, it doesn't matter when you eat, as long as you're trying to fill your metabolic window and you're trying to abstain from getting and being hungry. So that's the video. It's a little bit longer than expected, but hey ho. So yeah, take my advice if you want to, or don't. You can do what you like. And share this video with people that ask you questions or may ask you questions about eating, when to eat, or are confused about eating and diets and nutrition. And as always, if you have any requests for any videos, ping me a message and I will try and make one so you can look at it. All right, guys, have a good night. And as always, train hard, train well, think smart, and if you want to, train with Brett. All right, cool. I'll see you soon. Bye.